How to buy stocks. So easy, a dog can do it. Woof, woof, that's me. I'm that dog. I feel like I had to mention one more thing before we start. Woof. Oh, yep, I remember now. Don't forget to subscribe to get info on new videos. I'll try to post one every other day. So in this episode, we're gonna go through the Robinhood application and show you how easy it is to buy stocks. So things you need, just like last time, a phone, a few dollars, a broker that we talked about last episode, not last month. Unless you're talking dog time, then last month. Well, a broker last episode we talked about them, and we decided to go with Robinhood. So click on the description here if you want to install Robinhood. You'll see Robinhood link, and we both get a free stock. Like I mentioned, free money. So things you need now, you need to install the app. So installing Robinhood, you're gonna install the application. Pretty easy. Go to apps and install Robinhood. Create an account. Do not be worried. Due to tax purposes, they're gonna ask for sensitive information. They're gonna ask for your social security, your address, your full name. So things to know before buying. We're gonna need to know the name of a company we want to buy, the price of the company, how much I want to pay for it, and how many shares I want to buy. This is not that much information we need to know. But for help, I'm gonna do an example. So for example, we're gonna take a look at one stock. I want to buy Disney. The current price of Disney is $112 per stock. I want to pay no more than 10 cents higher, and I want to buy about 4 shares, so close to $500 worth of Disney. So now we'll take a look at the application. So hopefully during the time you were able to install. If not, just install the application. Don't forget, follow the link. Both get a free stock. Free money. All right. So here I'm gonna be opening up Robinhood. So we open up Robinhood up by not play the video. All right. So I open up Robinhood. I've signed in with my paw. So here in the main page, this is gonna be the main page. Up top, we're gonna see how much money we have, how much money we're up. Here we're gonna see a pretty chart that tells us exactly what's going on with our money. And here we have news coming in. So the news are news of stocks I'm following in the watch list, and I'll talk about the watch list some other time. So here in stocks, these are the stocks we have, how many shares I have, and the current price of the stock. All right, so here we have, for example, and then we can click this button. It tells us the last price of the stock, percentage change, how much the stock has changed throughout the day, how much equity we have, total gains, total loss, and so on and so forth. So here we have a watch list. Like I mentioned, I'll talk about this later, but it's pretty much stocks I want to watch, and I put them on the list. Watch list. Pretty straightforward. Let's fast forward. We don't need to see any more here. I really want to talk about these watch lists. So next, in the bottom right, you're gonna see a human face. I don't know why they didn't have a dog face, but that's where we go to main account. So here you have your account summary, with history information, settings. So this is this is where you set up your bank information. Obviously, they need your bank information to buy stocks. Next, we have the middle one, which had the magnifying glass, which is obviously searching. So here in the top, they put top movers, so the stocks that move the most percentage throughout the day. They also have popular collections, so they tell you what stocks are popular. Again, for example, the most popular stocks. Right now, it seems the number one is some wheat stock. Obviously, weed. Shaking my head. But then we have other companies there. And then on the bottom, we have any recent news. So these obviously are news related to stocks. Not gonna find other news here. So again, and here we can take a look at finance sectors. I don't understand why General Electrics or Alibaba are in the finance sectors. But now we'll take a look at Disney. So here we'll put in Disney in the search tab. We'll see that Disney pops up. So here now we're in Disney. If you can see on the top right, there's three letters, DIS. Eventually, you're gonna become a pro at stocks that you're gonna start saying this instead of Disney. You'll be able to know every stock's name. So we can look at their timeline, how the company has done in the past 5 years, how the company has done in the past year, the last 3 months, the last month, the last week, and how it did yesterday. Here we have some statistic information, but this is something we'll talk about in the next episode. I do not want to bark you guys to death. This is something for later on throughout maybe episode 3 or episode 4. But the only main things you need to know are, and here we're going to see recent news. So any news related to Disney. Accused of valuing male workers more. It was posted at 8 minutes. About the dog work. Huh? Do they ever think about us animals in Disney movies? Then they have analysis ratings. These are just big banks and telling us if they think we should buy or sell. I never ever follow them. Then they have earnings, so we'll talk about this later on. But every 3 months, companies need to come up and tell us, "Hey, we did good," or "Hey, we did bad." Again, some of this information will go on later on. But the most important thing you need to know is Disney. Oh, let's go back really quick. I went too fast. So the only important thing here is we're gonna need to know that we're in Disney, so we know Disney. Eventually, we're gonna become familiarized with DIS, so that's Disney. This is the current price of the stock. So right now, the price is selling for $112.59 per share. Then this is telling us how much the price went down or up in the past day, and this is how much has gone in after hours. So now we'll click and we'll click buy. We said we wanted to buy 5 shares or 4 shares of Disney. I forget how much. I think I put 4. And I want to pay no more than 10 cents the current price. So here I'm going to put 5. All right, I put 5 instead. Not 4. So we're paying 5. We're buying 5. And here we're going to click. I don't know if you guys saw that, but just so you guys, on the bottom right, top right, sorry, there's a thing that says order types. So I'm going to go about order types later on. The default is market buy. I don't like market buy, so I click order types. And I'm going to click, hurry up and click it, sir. Human, click it. Click it now. All right, put 5 shares. Now I'm going to click order types. So in order types, there are these types of orders. For now, I just use limit orders. Later on, maybe episode 5, 6, I'll explain what the difference are between the order. But when you click limit order, it tells you exactly what it is. So I'm going to click limit order. And this specifies the maximum amount I'm willing to pay for a share. So I'm going to pay 5 cents more. I put $1 if you see. So this is the most I'll pay. And if you remember last time we mentioned that we give our broker how much we want to pay. But if he finds a cheaper price, he will get it for us for a cheaper price. So that doesn't mean that's exactly how much I'm going to pay, but that's the amount I'm going to pay. Hopefully my broker can find it for a cheaper price. Next, we're going to check between extended hours and market hours only. If you're a beginner, you're only trading market hours, and I would only trade market hours if I was a beginner. This is between 9:30 to 4 p.m. Eastern time. So again, I click only market hours, and I only care. This is how long you want the order to be in place. Obviously, I only want the order to be placed for today, and I want the order to be filled right away. So if it doesn't get filled, I'll just increase my price by a little bit. So I'm going to click 4 p.m. today. Next, I'm going to click the check mark. All right, so I click it. I'm going to buy the stock. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty easy. You can buy a stock in less than 5 minutes. Just need to know certain things. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And make sure to subscribe to get info on new videos on how to buy stocks. Take care, guys, and see you next time.